Huevos prices are soaring. Big Pharma is gouging us all. Don't risk smuggling huevos from Mexico to save a few pesos. This is against the law. Let me do it for you. Our cartel has perfected smuggling into the US. Huevos is our big profit product. We use great cattle with delicate transport of huevos. Whether you prefer rancheros or just plain huevos, let us help save you pesos. Use promo code MS13 and receive 1 extra huevo with every dozen.
Save money, save time, save jail time. Call Jose's Huevos. Now available through DoorDash.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the worst fucking podcast you've ever heard. Both mics.
Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Welcome to Both Mics.
Hey guys, it's both Mikes. My name is Mike Taylor, and that is Mike Sofka.
Yes, that is Mike Taylor.
That is Mike Taylor, and that's Mike Sofka.
Yes, we got
Cool.
it straight.
Yeah, I probably should read this once in a while. Yeah. Oh, hey.
Is this the Braille portion or the death?
This is the Braille portion. Sure. Okay. I'll read it now. Both Mikes is a show about nothing and everything. That is Mike Sofka.
And that is Mike Taylor. And together we are Both Mics.
Yes, we are. Welcome to show 163 of Both Mics, found everywhere. Podcast can be found. You name it, we're there. Check us out. We're on YouTube. Subscribe, notify, let us know that you're listening. What's happening? How are you?
Nothing. I'm ready for a big show today. You know,
Ooh,
I teased some stuff last time. Are you ready for our experiment?
I'm hoping it's better than our introduction I just fucked up.
Yeah, that's right. Here, hang on. Let me slide over here and get my prop.
I forgot all about this. Yeah.
Buddy, I'm a man of my word, buddy. Come on.
Right.
Now I'm all fuzzy and shit.
You are out of
I don't
focus.
feel fuzzy. Hold on, let me see if I can get it to come back to me. Let's put up a fantasy roster. Make it zoom in on me. There we go.
You go.
That's how we do it. See?
Right?
All right, so check it out. I have a cup of ice.
Yes.
Now, this cup of ice measures 5 inches.
Okay.
I've got another inch of ice on top of it. So that means I got how much ice, Mike?
More than 5 inches.
20%.
Okay.
20% is above. Now, we've deducted by rational reasoning that 10% of an iceberg is above the water. Fair enough?
Right. Correct.
Okay. I'm going to take a couple ice cubes off here then, just to get to 10%. I took off 3 ice cubes, okay? I'm still over, okay, the time there. And I'm going to go ahead and give us some ocean here. I'm going to pour some ocean in here, and I'm going to put it up at ocean level there. It gives us about an inch or so. The top line there, the top lip, do you see the top lip there?
Yeah.
Okay, that's where the water is. I'm purposely not going all the way to the brim because when I pick it up, I'm going to spill ice cold water all over myself. Then I'm going to stand up and you're going to see I'm just in my underwear and it's going to be embarrassing. Okay, so here you go.
Do you have a Sharpie?
Huh?
You have a Sharpie?
Yeah, I have Sharpie.
Make a Sharpie mark right on that line there.
I will do that.
Cool.
Okay, right there. It's in between both of those lines. Can you see it?
Well, you're out of focus. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, can you see it?
Yep.
All right. Now, to break this down for people that are still seeing me fuzzy, and that's okay. Let me get the camera back in zoom again. Woo! There's a little trick we pull here. So this is a recap of a thing we've been talking about for a while here, and you know, the fake climate change, the money grab,
the politicians, the people who are getting backdoor money, laundering it in Ukraine and then coming back and then keep sending more money to Ukraine because they got to keep it going. Anyway, same people behind the green agenda here. And let me go ahead and adjust this camera here 1 second here. These are same people who are behind us paying billions and billions of dollars every year. Our tax money, our hard-earned money goes to other places and eventually gets funneled back to them. It's called doing the laundry. It's what the mafia does and so forth. They launder money. You understand? Okay, it's the same thing. It's a criminal syndicate. Well, this criminal syndicate is stealing money from us, blaming it on climate change. See, they can't take global warming anymore because that's been disproven already. If anything, we're going to freeze to death before we burn to death. The next theory is, oh my gosh, the icebergs are melting. All the ice is melting at the North Pole and the South Pole. Not true. There's never been more Arctic or Antarctica ice available to us in recorded history. The next thing they're going to say is all these icebergs are going to melt. And when they melt, all these cities and all these islands and all these countries and all these states on the border of the ocean, they're all going to flood because they're only a foot or two above water. If that, they're all going to flood and never be. Why would people in the government buy multi-billion-dollar properties oceanside in Florida and so forth? Why would that happen if that's what's going to happen, folks? So to disprove that, we've got our iceberg. And our iceberg has 10% of the icebergs above the ocean. Now, by theory, and by Mike's theory, when this ice melts, this cup is going to overflow. Is that right, Mike?
Correct.
Okay. I maintain that through the laws of displacement, that weight of the ice has already been accounted for by pushing down on the other ice. With that in mind, it will not overflow because the cup's already containing all it can contain. I don't know what else to say. We're gonna follow this throughout the next couple shows here. I'm gonna show you that that's not going to be a problem. What do you still are you changing your story now, Mike?
No.
You're gonna stick with that. It's
Yeah,
gonna magically overflow.
Volume is volume.
Correct. It's gonna magically overflow, is what you're saying.
It wouldn't be magic.
Oh, follow the science. I forgot. Follow the science.
No, it is science, but it's also common sense.
Correct.
That ice is not inside the glass.
Correct.
Once it is inside the glass, it'll spill over because there's not enough room for it.
The weight is being displaced by the water inside it already.
No.
Okay. It's just like, Mike, if you put a chain link fence up around your yard, is that going to stop mosquitoes?
No.
Okay, then why the fuck would people wear a mask with 80 micron holes to block out a disease that's 10 microns? Why would they do that? Exactly. It's the same thing. Follow the science, right? Come on, Mike. I'm in piss rare form today, as you said.
This might be our last show.
Dude.
What?
Did you get the email?
I got the email.
All right. Have you bought eggs lately?
Probably a few weeks. Been a few weeks.
Have you seen the prices of eggs?
Yeah. I instead of paying $4 for eggs, I think I paid $6 for eggs.
Yeah, there's been reports of $10 eggs and so forth, like in New York and so forth. And somebody else put up a thing, and it was on The Guardian today that some store, they're showing you're paying $18 for a dozen eggs.
Yeah, eggs can get expensive. You start getting into like crazy cage-free, organic, free-range eggs. It gets ridiculous. Egg is an egg. A fetus is a fetus.
Okay, so you're saying it doesn't matter if it's organic or not. It's an egg. It is an egg. Why do you think we're in this position?
Supply and demand.
Okay, that's fair enough. The Egg Board, the American Egg Board, has blamed the price rise on unprecedented outbreak of H5N1, a particularly virulent strain of avian flu that was nearly 100% fatality rate among birds. Reducing the supply of egg-laying birds has sent prices soaring.
Yeah. Supply and demand sounds like it. But you know what? You can grow new birds.
And by the way, I did want to give a hats off to our new sponsor. I should have done this to open the show because they spent some money with us. Jose's Huevos. Jose's Huevos. Yeah. Jose's eggs. Huevos is eggs in Spanish.
In Spanish.
So yeah, he has a way of importing eggs from Mexico, and I'm sure he told you all about that in his.
Oh, I'm sure that's wonderful.
In his little commercial spot there. So go back and watch that again if you didn't get to watch that the first time. But yeah. Hey, wait, there's a special note here because I got paid a little extra for the live read here. When you use the code word MS13, you get a baker's dozen. You get a 13th egg for free with each dozen. Ooh. MS13.
Is that going to fit in a container, or is that just going to be loose in the side in the bag?
Oh, I don't know.
Get a special 13 egg carton.
So you're still eating eggs? You're not eating eggs? You don't eat anything with eggs in it now?
We actually now we buy the 18 pack of eggs. So, but yeah, they're for a while now they've been hard to come by. We used to get was it Eggland Best or something? I don't know, the one in the white styrofoam container. The recycle free styrofoam that you throw in the landfill when you're done.
Somebody I know was talking about this about 6-8 months ago about the egg shortage and egg prices going up. And do you remember that?
I don't, but I know since just before Christmas, they've been going up in price. Actually hard to find. And then they went up in price. We
have a pretty good show here. You should watch it sometime. We talked about it on our episode. I talked about it.
When, where, who?
In the past year, almost a year ago, dude, that this was going to happen. And everybody said, oh, Mike, put on your tinfoil hat. No, crazy Mike.
Well, what episode was it then?
I'm just saying, dude.
You should listen to the show sometime, Mike.
I know. $18 a dozen is a bit much, dude.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm sure that's Upper East Side of Manhattan. There's some crazy place like that. Some hoity-toity Whole Foods.
Well, what price is not too much for eggs then? What price do you think is appropriate for eggs? Eggs have always been.
I'll tell you.
Let me tell you this. I was paying 89 cents a dozen up in 2019, 2016, 2019.
Where?
Aldi.
Oh God, do you go there?
Yeah.
They still take food stamps?
Oh, I don't know.
In New York, Aldi is like a welfare store. They would take cash and food stamps. That's it.
ALDI, Aldi.
Yeah. Now they're like some awesome boutique grocery store.
We go there. We go to Publix and we go to Winn-Dixie, and we don't buy everything at every store. We know who's got what for what. We have routines. Right. We have everything, cost analysis, compare sales. I mean, that's what you got to do. Right. Yeah. We can't go to the store and open checkbook. We're not members of Congress. We just can't spend somebody else's money.
Right. Yeah. Winn-Dixie and Publix, both of them. The buy one get one free. Let's raise the price 50%, and then we're going to give you buy one get one free, so we can move twice the inventory.
So how much do you think is appropriate for price of eggs?
We were paying for the 18 pack at the commissary, $4, and I was surprised because for the longest time I never bought eggs. We would have eggs and they would sit in the fridge for forever, but now we do more French toast on the weekends and omelets and whatnot, trying to get away from the carbs. And I was surprised how inexpensive a dozen eggs or 18 pack of eggs were. And then of course this whole Christmas thing happened with this bug flu, and prices are now, like I said, $6 for a dozen and a half eggs.
Yeah, I used to eat a 4-egg omelet every morning. No more.
4 eggs?
Yeah, 4 eggs.
That's a little excessive.
Well, come on. What are we talking about here? I mean, come on. All right, so I'm trying to come up with alternatives. I'm like, there's got to be alternatives. There's got to be things you can replace eggs with, okay? So, of course, I went to the handy interwebs here, And
Yes.
hopefully you didn't look at this already, but if you did, you did. Hopefully you're not going to look at it now. They gave 13 items on a list of things you could substitute in the place of eggs. Now, what I think they're talking about is for secondary uses of eggs, like in baking and so forth. Not you're going to have this, and you're going to pretend it's eggs. Not that. It's
right.
making a cake. You can have instead of putting egg, you put this in or whatever.
Okay. Instead of like an omelet, instead of putting egg, you put potato.
Well, pretty much an omelet is egg. So I
right.
Think,
so that'd be kind of tough.
No. Yeah, I don't think that one counts. Okay, so I have 13 things on this list here. So in 10 seconds or less, name as many things on that list as possible. Ready, go now.
Olive oil, mayonnaise, potatoes, cornstarch, monosodium glutamate, potato chips.
And that's time. All right. Well, you got 2, 4, you had 6 answers here. Okay. Now let me go back and I'll give you one free replacement. So think of a new one in your head. Don't tell it to me yet. All right. Let's see if any of these are on here. Well, it doesn't matter because congratulations. None of those are on the list, Mike. You said olive oil, mayonnaise, potatoes, cornstarch, monosodium glutamate, and potato chips. So none of those things are on there. I'm going to give you the list. Are you ready? We'll do a drum roll.
Let's go.
Yeah, okay. Coming in at number 13, they say soy lecithin, whatever that is, byproduct of soybean oil and has binding properties similar to eggs. Agar or gelatin. It's a gelling agent that makes a great substitute for eggs. Carbonated water can add moisture to a recipe. No shit, so can saliva. Nut butter. That almost sounds fun. Nut butter. Something like peanut, cashew, almond butter, yada yada.
Right.
Something called aquafaba. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, you put it in with your laundry, don't you?
Yeah, right. Aquafaba. It's leftover liquid from cooking beans. It's the same liquid that's found in canned chickpeas or beans.
Ew.
Arrowroot powder, number 8. I'd never heard of that. South American tuber plant that's high in starch. Yogurt or buttermilk.
Yogurt or buttermilk?
Yeah, number 7. Yogurt or buttermilk. You can use 1/4 cup of yogurt or buttermilk for each egg that needs to be replaced. I did not know that. Vinegar and baking soda. You mix 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 tablespoon of vinegar, and that can replace 1 egg in most recipes. See, that's why I don't think I'll be making an omelet with vinegar and baking soda.
Right, because it becomes effervescent. That is so strange.
Silken tofu. Tofu is a condensed soy milk. Number 4. A commercial egg replacer, one of these things like that comes in a carton. It says
right.
Or powder, egg powder. Did you have powder eggs at school? Did you ever eat breakfast at school?
No breakfast at school. But powdered eggs. I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
When we moved to Florida, we were introduced to breakfast at school because we had to get to school a little earlier with the parents' new routines and stuff. We had to get there a little earlier, so we would just eat breakfast at school, and that's what it was. It was powdered eggs.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was not.
Sounds gross.
Yeah. They say you put in 1.5 teaspoons of powder to 2 to 3 tablespoons of warm water to replace 1 egg. Number 3, ground flaxseed or chia seed. All right.
Yeah.
Number 2. Come on, Mike. These are 2 easy ones. These are things you probably have in your house.
KY jelly?
No, but you're close there. Close there. Mashed banana.
Ugh.
Mashed banana. It's another popular replacement for eggs. The only downside is baking with bananas is that your finished product may have a mild banana flavor. Duh. Number 1. You want to give a crack at what was number 1 on the list to substitute for an egg? You can put 1/4 cup of this can replace an egg in most recipes.
Water?
Applesauce. Applesauce. Yes.
Which might have a slight banana flavor.
Yes, yes. Freaking crazy, dude. Have you seen
Yeah.
this new chat GPT? You know what that is?
GPT.
Chat
Um, no, no.
Well, I brought it up recently, just on the surface on one of our shows here, but basically it's a thing that somebody used to for an exam in school.
Okay.
Do you remember that? You remember that
Yeah.
story?
Yeah.
It's AI software, and what it does is answers questions. It'll do a book report for you if you give it the codes in like a outline form. It'll write your film for you, Mike. It'll even
Right.
do comedy. It'll do everything.
Actually, I remember my wife talking about it.
I'm trying to figure out a way how to exploit this. I'm still working at it. Still working on it. There's got to be a way, but I plugged in like how to do this certain task, and it told me, it gave me a list of like 12 different ways to do this one task that I asked it to do. I'm just trying to harness what it has and knowledge and its ability to scan the internet for the proper answer somehow. I want to harness that and somehow control it somehow. Not all of it.
Why do I think this has something to do with fantasy football?
Yes, you know. Yes. Yes.
I was born at night, Mike, not last night.
I got somebody looking at that for me.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, she mentioned that like people are trying to use it to do term papers.
Yep.
But the best term paper it is put out though is only like a C grade term paper. So I guess it's not like, it's in eventually, obviously, like everything, it'll be more advanced as time goes on.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I was impressed with it. I couldn't get access to it for a little while, and today somehow I got access. And I'm not going to say much more about it other than it's something you need to look up and you need to look into, because they're saying that could take over everything.
Yeah.
When I mean everything, I mean everything. Everything will be robotic and automated. There will be no more working.
Well, there's robots out there now that are building robots.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
So the end is near.
That also puts me in touch with this story my wife told me. I didn't believe it when I first saw it. A person-shaped robot that can liquefy and escape jail, all with the power of magnets.
Interesting.
So it's according to TechSplore, techsplore.com. That's TechSplore.com. A person-shaped robot. Person-shaped robot that can liquefy and escape jail, all with the power of magnets. It's inspired
kind of like
by
Terminator 2.
Yeah, it's inspired by sea magnets, and this thing melts itself like into a liquid form. It's like a metallic liquid, slides in between these little jail cells, and then reforms itself and walks off. It's not animated stuff, dude. This is real live stuff. This is what China's working on. Meanwhile, we're all pissed off over here over pronouns. This is what China's doing.
Pronouns and classified papers. That's what has us all in an uproar.
They have a video of this thing clearing something it's a simulation. Like somebody's got a foreign body in their stomach. They put this magnetic stuff in it. It encapsulated the foreign body and drug it out.
Wow.
Through magnets, dude. It's crazy.
Must be like some kind of mercury thing or something.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because they're also saying that this type of technology can be used in combination with things like the Earth. Doesn't say that in this article. I read this elsewhere. That the Earth, the inner core of the Earth is actually stopped rotating, and it's going to go trying to rotate the opposite direction.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that between that and this, that polarization, that magnetism between the Earth and the Earth shifting its poles, that could make anti-gravity. We could actually maybe, through this technology, start floating around. Right? Because when you take two magnets and put them together on the magnetic side, they repel. When you flip it over They'll stick together, right?
So is like the world going to start spinning in the other direction?
I
And
don't
will
know.
we get younger if that happens?
Yeah, am I Superman? Am I flying around the world? Do I have to go back to high school?
If knowing what I know now, or
Yes.
knowing what I knew then?
Yeah, knowing what I know now, I'd still never go to
Yeah,
class.
right.
High school is not a place for smart people, dude. It's not. I know it sounds funny, but it's not.
Well, it teaches you social skills. At least it used to,
Teaches you how to get in trouble, teaches you how to get out of trouble.
right? Problem solving. There you go.
These are things I learned in high school.
Right.
Oh, taught me how to take a long lunch.
I legally had a long lunch my senior year.
Yeah.
I only needed like 2.5 credits my senior year to graduate. But you have to take gym, you have to take English, and since gym was first period, of course I was in band, and that was last period. I ended up being there the whole damn day. So I took a big long lunch, hour and a half lunch in the middle, and took typing.
Yeah, we would just leave for school and then go, do you want to go to the beach? Yeah, the beach sounds real good. Well, it's 6:45 in the morning. I don't think the store's open yet because there were no 24-hour 7-Elevens like that. So we'd have to wait till the store opened up at 7 to buy beer to go to the beach at 7 in the morning.
Nice. And you in the area you were pretty close to Tampa, which is close to Clearwater.
Went to Clearwater or Daytona or New Smyrna. That's all where we always went. Those three places. Yeah, I would get sunburnt like the bejesus because I didn't want to wear sunscreen. I'd come home like I went to school. I'm drunk and I'm fucking burned red. How was school today, Mike? I'm good. Just don't touch me. I'm burnt.
Right. I can't see and I'm burnt.
Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Anyway, this ChatGPT thing, I'm interested in it. If somebody's listening to this, they know about it. Give me a email or something because I'm very interested in this thing. Let's do an ice check-in.
Ice. Oh.
Still not overflowing. Still no change. It's been almost 25 minutes. Okay. Just saying. I want one of these liquefied robot things. I want some of this liquid stuff, dude. I want to see it. I want to see it firsthand.
Right. That's weird.
Anyway, go check that out. It's at techexplorer.com. Anyway, I got that new sponsor today. Jose's Huevos. So thanking them again. Here's something you don't see every day. I want to do one of those here. There's a Colorado bear in woods, went up to one of those trail cams that people put out to track wildlife and so forth. You know what I'm talking about? Like a hunting camera or something?
Yeah. They do use them for like deer hunting and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this bear walked up to it and was very
curious,
very inquisitive about it. It ended up getting so close to the thing, it looked like it was taking selfies. It took hundreds of selfies of itself because the camera itself is motion detected. So it would just turn or move its head and the thing would take another picture. So he almost looks like
back and forth.
Yeah, he almost looks like he's in the Vogue video for Madonna or something, you know, with the camera.
Yeah, that's in Colorado.
In Colorado. This is it. It doesn't say exactly where in Colorado, of course. Open Space and Mountain Parks System, whatever that is.
Probably
spans 46,000 acres. One of 9 motion detecting cameras in the place.
Yeah, and I guess it's just with one camera, or is it with all 9? Is he just...
No, with the one. I mean, over 46,000 acres, it'd be hard for him to get to all 9, let alone know where they are, I guess. 400 images of the same bear.
Wow.
What they should do is they should hook that up to a social media account, so it automatically just uploads a picture every time it's activated.
Right. That would make sense.
Thing would have its own following. Maybe I ought to do that. Let me see if I can do that. Let me see if I can exploit that somehow. Hey, we're out of time already. This is 163.
Yep. According to the Colorado Park and Wildlife, the state has about 8,000 to 12,000 black bears, which actually range in color from blonde, cinnamon to brown. The black bear is the only known bear species in Colorado. What? That just contradicts itself.
There's no grizzlies there?
I think that's a Canada thing, right? I thought. Yeah.
All right, well, let's get out of here.
Let's
go to 164. So we're going to check on the ice one more time here. Still not overflowing. So if you missed the beginning of this, rewind, go back, and you'll see.
Right. Always listen from the beginning.
Yes. All right. We'll see you at 164. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that?
Take care, folks.